Hello, friends. Ricky Chadha here once again. First of all, I wish to thank you all for so much of love, so much of, you know, for subscribing me, for liking me, for giving me, putting good comments. 2 days back, I received a comment. This comment was from a lady who wanted me to make a video on how to clean or wash away your karmas. Now, how many of y'all do believe in karmas? So this video is going to be pertaining to those people who are a bit spiritual in nature, those who believe in karma, and those who actually want to clean or wash away their karmas. Now, how much ever knowledge I have, I'm going to give you a few ways how to clear your karmas. So let's begin. Let's start. So there are 5 to 7 ways how you can clean or wash away your karmas. Now, what are karmas? Let us first understand what karmas are all about. Karmas are something like, which traps us, which keeps us stagnant and trapped into a old pattern. It doesn't give you a release. It's always pulling you towards the same thing, towards the same type of people, same job. You are not happy about the job, but you're still stuck into that place. Sometimes you're stuck into a relationship, sometimes it is the illness which bothers you, sometimes it is the event, accidents, and you are fully loaded and burdened with these karmas. It happens with each one of us. Why it happens? It happens due to some past karmas, and there are some karmas that we do here on this planet. Now, obviously, we need to break away from this karmas because it doesn't let you go forward in life. It pulls you back. So that is the karmic cycle that we want to break. And is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But you have to take some necessary steps. Without taking steps, it is not going to be easy for you to break these karmas. So what I have realized or what I have seen in my life, even I was stuck. Many places in life I was stuck. And obviously I didn't do it because I really didn't have, of course I have good mentors, I have got good people around me, but then I had to take charge of my life. And then I had to break this cycle, break this karma, and few things which I have gathered. It's not only for different resources, different mentors, some sites and everything, and I have summarized it, and now I am just giving you on a platter. So let us look what are the way how you can clear your karma. The first step is identify your karma. Until and unless you identify your karma, how are you going to break the karma? Now, sometimes what happens, there are unique locks, unwanted circumstances. So the first step is identify the areas where you are stagnant, you are stuck, you are unable to break the boundaries and come out of the shell. It could be your career, and it could be your relationship, love relationship, which is not moving forward at all. Or I would say you're just dragging yourself along with that relationship. And it could be even with your family members that you are just because they are the relatives, because they are your loved ones, you are stuck with them. You are unable to break this boundary and get yourself detached. So, first of all, identify and honestly identify. Okay, because it's going to be you. You have to look into yourself, introspect it, and then see which are the areas or identify your karmas. What are the obstacles and where the problem lies? Make a note of it or write a journal on it. Write it down. Okay, so at least you know, because something is got stuck somewhere in your subconscious mind. It does not surface, and hence you are not able to identify it. Even identify how did this all started. The situation you are in today, how did it all triggered or how did it all started? The first step is to entangle yourself, okay, or break the knot with that karmas, and understand what is the root cause of it. Why did you get into this career? Why did you get into this relationship? Or while getting into this relation, did you hurt someone? Did not listen to someone, and you happen to, there were so many people whom you must have hurt, and now hence you have gained or you have earned a karma, and this karma is bothering you. So the first step is to identify your karma. Now once you have identified the root cause of it, the second step, which is very, very important, and whatever I'm saying, write it down, please. You can always pause my video and write it down. The second thing is get away, move away from people who are toxic in nature. Life is very complicated. Okay? Do not let the wrong people make it more complicated. And it happens. When you are with the wrong people, you are with wrong, and you pick up wrong vibes with them. They are the people who are themselves, they are so toxic and so negative that they constantly inflict stress upon you. So you owe to yourself that you break this this net, okay, and let these people go away. Now, when I say you have to detach yourself or discord with them, that does not mean you are going to hurt them. No, very politely, very patiently, with you have to just distance yourself from these people. Do it very politely. You don't have to hurt anyone. Well, if you hurt someone, then you're again taking up a karma now. So, and you set your boundaries. Okay, suppose if I don't want to meet a friend, I think I not the right person. Okay, that does not mean I'll say, hey, you don't talk to me. No, no, no. You will not do that. You will just politely set a boundary and you will distance yourself from these people. So, getting away from the people who are toxic in nature, and they are always negative, they talk negative, okay, they don't encourage you, okay. These people will always pull you down in life. So, if you want to break away the karma, the second, what I told you, first is to identify, next is to get away from the people who are toxic in nature. Now, third thing, which actually I have practiced a lot, learn from your mistakes. आपने कहाँ पे गलतियाँ की है? Where have you committed a mistake? You have to learn from your mistake. And you have to take the responsibility also. Okay, today if I am into this particular situation or a circumstance, then I am to be blamed. But there is the other side of the coin also. When you admit and when you own the wrongdoing and the responsibility, you will start feeling that there's a shift in the energy. There is a shift in your energy because now you have started realizing your mistake. See, always the divine wants you. What is karma? Karma is to bring in front of you your wrongdoings. And the moment you understand, identify, and you accept the responsibility of your mistakes, that itself will set the trend that the karmic cycle will start cutting down. So you will shift, you will feel a shift in your energy. There would be some shift, some paradigm shift which will happen. Start gradually analyzing, introspecting your mistakes, contemplating also if ever a similar situation comes in your life, how are you going to handle it the next time? First, you did a mistake, but if it is again in your life, how will you handle it? It has to be different from the previous way of handling things. Okay, so your experiences, your mistakes is the foundation of your current personality and the character that you hold today. But when you know your mistakes, when you know your wrongdoings, when you know everything, don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it. Okay? Just bring it to your mind and just wash it away. Okay? Promise to yourself, make a promise to yourself that next time if I come across such a situation, I am going to handle it differently and take my decision very wisely. That is what is required. The fourth thing that comes to my mind and I wish to share with you, you do something in your life, perform some act which nourishes your spirit and invoke within you a sense of well-being and well-balanced and level your life. Go back and comfort yourself. Go back into the past, comfort yourself, and bring your inner child when you were a child, how you used to be, so innocent, so loving, and and feel good about it. Okay, I'll tell you, in a lifespan, the best part of your life is the initial few years when you were a child. So go back into your past, into the memories, and feel the comfort, the consortium that you had from your parents. How were you protected? How everything was brought to you. You didn't have to put much of an effort for that. The food was given, the clothes were given, and you were always pulled back if you are going to a wrong place like close to fire. So you have to start feeling that same energy. So you have to perform action to nourish yourself or nourish your spirit. Eating good food, try, I will only say try not to eat karmic food. That means you should not consume something which you have taken by taking someone's life. Now I don't say that you should stop eating meat or whatever it is or go vegan or something like that. No. But try to take plenty of water, plenty of sleep, love yourself, uh, get some time for yourself. Sit at a quiet place, love yourself, give time to yourself. It's very important. In today's world, we are just running, we are just rushing for to achieve so many things just to fulfill our desires. In that, we normally start feeling or we do not give enough time to ourselves. And that is the cause of your what I call karma in In a very prudent language, it is you are getting entangled with lot many negative things in your life. So you nourish yourself, eat well, sleep well, drink water, spend some time with the nature. Go in open garden into the uh, I don't say go to the jungles, but then in nature, close to trees. Okay, and I would even say, okay, if it's possible, I've seen people who can go and hug a tree. Okay, uh, they actually give you very good energy. That's what I feel. The fifth thing that helps you to break away from your karma is to defy your weaknesses or fire or fight your fears. So defy your weaknesses, fight your fears. Naturally, each one of us have got some areas, some pockets where we are weak, and some areas we are very strong. Maybe you are a person who always tries to please everyone, do not want to hurt anyone, but then in that in doing so, the people start perceiving you, or they start creating an image sort of that you are a weak person, you are a meek person, and you cannot stand for yourself or something like that. Don't feel bad about it. That is your character. That is what you are made of. So don't defy find your weaknesses. Rather, if you feel so, you can always and in fact I would say you are blessed to be a person like this, who is soft, polite, meek, and this is how you are defined. But at the same time, do not become victim of your, if you are vulnerable to something. So because if you do so, then you are inviting all sort of karmic scenarios once again. Start working on your sensitive areas, develop some courage to defy the downfalls in your life. Now, don't become like, just because you have started defying of fighting your fear, you become too harsh in life. Don't do that also. This is a very gradual process. You have to do it very gradually, and just try to, which are the areas I have to work, if at all I have to work. And if you think that what you do from your heart is perfect, there is nobody to judge you. To be what you are. Okay, there is nobody on this planet who is supposed to judge you for anything. You are what you are, and you are a gift on this planet. So you don't have to do a complete modification of yourself. But if you think these areas is you need to make a little bit of changes, please do so. Sixth point I would say is start taking new actions. Now, what do you mean by new actions? Sometimes we are so stuck in life in certain way of being that we don't see its obvious drawbacks. We don't see the drawbacks. And so you have to analyze. So slow down. Notice the old ways that you are still doing, all the baggages that you are carrying. And these old things, the old ways that you're following is not benefiting you anyways. And if they are not trendy or they are not required right now, you have to modify your behavior. It cannot be a complete modification, I agree, but you have to just modify a little. Now, see, you should always act with the simplest thing. You can compensate for your karmas, debts that you carry when you bring positivity or a positive karma. So, how will you do that? Do good to others and do not expect anything out of them. Do not do that. If you have a doubt, if you ever have a doubt, act in a way you would want others to serve you in the same. Like, how people should uh, act towards you, you must give to the world in a similar fashion. The most important thing, which is the most crucial thing in breaking off from the karmas, is I say, forgive everyone. Even if the person has hurt you to the core of your heart, start forgiving now. When I say forgiving, that does not mean that you have to physically go and stand in front of the person and you forgive, you say, okay, I forgive you for whatever wrong you have done to me. Rather, what you have to do is to call the person in a very meditative trance. Imagine the person is standing in front of you and you say, you have hurt me, this is what you have done to me, but I forgive you for whatever you have done. Are you understanding? So this is what, so bad karmas, resentments in life makes you to attract even more negativity. If you keep those grudges and be revengeful in life, you will always be surrounded and your aura of your body will get spoiled, imbalanced. Okay, so it is best that you just, that thought, that seed in your mind, release it. Forgive. If they have done wrong, it is their karmas now. They will see, they will face their karmas because they have done something wrong to you. We often wonder, why can't we escape the wheel of negativity? We always wonder, why can't we just escape from this wheel of negativity? It's because we avoid the truth in life. That is our very emotions that keeps on, like, orbiting and going in a circle into the cycle of karmas. To forgive is to detach. When you forgive somebody, you're detaching yourself. Because if there was a knot between you and the other person, whether it was that pain that you are carrying, that baggages that you're still carrying, drop all the baggages. From anger to bitterness to frustration to desperation, all that thing give away. It is not required. It is not needed. Every person on this planet is fighting his own karmas. Every person, each one of us. The sooner we identify the sources or the root cause of it, and our unsettled karmas will take action and it will get resolved. Otherwise, it will still lie like that. The sooner we experience the miracle of liberation to fulfill the great purpose of our life right now on this planet. Now, all these 7 points that I've given you, apart from that, it's some extra bonus I want to give it to you is, of lately what I have seen, some people are experiencing the paradigm shift, what I call as spiritual awakening. And when you get into this spiritual awakening, there are some symptoms that your body will give you, the environment will give you, there would be messages also, but it is sometimes very hard for us to decode these messages. Now, some of these messages I have already put in one of my video, okay, where I say what are the symptoms of spiritual awakening. You have to go and search for my video and then see if those symptoms are actually matching with yours. Then, if it is a spiritual growth for you, you will see that you are automatically, Without you putting any efforts, you are cutting the cords with your old friends, you are getting connected to the new people, and all of a sudden when you give away when you give do all this forgiveness, nourishing your body, you will start defying your weaknesses and all those things. You will start feeling, you will start even experiencing that your old friends or the old colleagues or the old relatives who were not serving the purpose, who were just entangled with you because of your karmas, they by themselves are leaving you. The karmic cycle is over and the new people will start coming into your life. I can give you an example of this. How it happens. See, your subconscious mind is just beautiful. The way it has been engineered, I cannot even define it. If there is a word, a vocabulary, some word that you have never heard of, and today in the conversation, if I give you a word, okay, and you are actually given intent by your brain that, okay, this word I want to learn, or this word I have learned today, you will see in the next 7, 8, 10 days, those words which you never heard of, okay, you will see in every book, every post in the on the YouTube or somewhere you will get connected. Okay, it is like, it's like a hashtag, that particular word. So similarly, when you get connected to a right person in your life, the one who is carrying a positive karma, you will automatically see many of them getting attracted to you. You will have a new circle around you because you have broken this boundary. So my friends, this was all about how to clear your karmas. Okay, this was a request made by one of the subscriber. I request you all to keep on subscribing me if this is the first time you're watching my video, liking me, and do put your comments also, whether you want to give a positive comment or a negative comment. I'm always open for it. There's no, because a negative comment also forces me or compels me to go back into my reading and bring something new for you, so that something is fresh in your mind. So, wish you all the best. God bless you all. Have a great day. Do take care of yourself and clean your karmas. It's very important.